Hello and welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa and this Virgo is your reading with the focus of work, career and finances. So it's a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this reading, it is meant for you. It's also a general reading, so just take from it what you need and leave behind what you don't. And if you're Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising, the reading's for you. If you want to go and check out your other astrological placements, more than welcome to. Shall we start? I'll give these a bit of a shuffle and we'll find you 5 cards. I've got the lovely Light Seers Tarot deck here. And we're going to find 5 cards to find your general focus, general theme of what's going on with you in the area of work and finances at the moment. So I'll give a little bit of more of a shuffle. Let's see what we got for you, Virgo. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, nice card to begin with. We've got the Judgment card, the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and we have the 6 of Swords. So, Knight of Cups, all about moving towards your happiness, moving towards love as well. So it may well be that, you know, you've got something going on in the area of love at the moment. But this, obviously, is more focused on work and career. So for a lot of you, it is, you know, you wanting to move towards something work-wise that makes you happy. Maybe you're not quite feeling it in your job at the moment and you're feeling a little bit unsettled, a little bit like maybe you're not feeling as satisfied as you could do, that it's not just quite hitting the spot for you anymore, and you're looking out there to see, you know, how you can improve your day-to-day life. You know, at the end of the day, we spend more of our life working than, well, most of us do, than anything else. So I think it's really important if you can be happy in that area of life. And I think you are actively looking to improve your life on many levels. But I think work is a big focus to that. So I think you're already taking steps to move towards that happier space, the place where you're feeling more contented in the work situation. So our next card is the Judgment card, and that's the card of having a little bit of a rebirth. So I think for you, Virgo, over the next few months, I think you're really going to have a complete new beginning in yourself, in how you show up in the world. So you know, there's a lot of change going on when I'm at the moment when I'm actually filming this reading. I'm in March 2025, and it is a big moment of shifts and of changes. And I think this is a shift in you, in, like I say, how you show up in the world. Maybe your identity that you are showing to the world. But you know, in your career, in your work life, you are having a real shift of sorts. Then we've got the 5 of Cups, and this is to remind us to focus on the positive, not on the negative. You know, when things change, when things shift, we have to let things go, don't we? And this is a card of loss. It's the card of feeling loss and not actually realising that actually we may have other things going for us, because we've got the 5 of Cups, we've got 3 cups that have gone over, 2 cups that are filled with amazing things. And so, you know, it's a reminder to us to take a step back, to look at the bigger picture and not to focus on the negative, and to just, you know, try and you know, take in that whole big picture and realise that actually we've got lots of positive things going for us, despite the fact we may have lost something. If we've made, like I say, if we've made a change, there's going to be some loss, something that we're going to have to leave behind to make space for the new. And so this is that card of really reminding us to look for the positives, look for what we've got going for us. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is starting to see things clearly. And so I think in a work capacity, you are really starting to see what direction you need to be going. You know, I look at this card, and the sword here reminds me very much. She looks like she's steering a boat, doesn't she? She's directing herself on a boat. And I think, you know, as you're finding the clarity, you're really starting to see where you're going to take yourself. how you're going to move forwards, which direction you're going to go in a work capacity. I think you're really starting to take control of your future career, of your future work life, maybe even of your finances, because obviously this is finance based, and the two are very much intertwined, aren't they? Our work and our finances. So I think, you know, you are going to start seeing things a lot clearer in the future, next few months, and that is going to help you to feel a little bit more peaceful and calmer. The Six of Swords is all about moving to calmer waters, and so I think, you know, maybe your career has been quite up and down and a little bit unsettled over the last I want to say even 4 or 5 years, and maybe you've not been doing what you've wanted to. You've just done things out of necessity, and I think things are really starting to shift for you, Virgo, and I think you're going to start feeling a lot happier mentally, a lot more fulfillment. Oh, I've just thrown a load of cards there that I didn't need to. But the key thing to remember, keep being drawn to that Five of Cups, is focus on what you got. Use what you've got to hand. Don't be thinking that you've lost everything. I don't know whether there's going to be some sort of shift here. Maybe it is that something's going to be taken out of the equation. A bit of a Tower moment. Let's see what the rest of the cards come up. But I do feel like there's going to be some shift that's going to make you feel like you've lost stuff, when the reality is you've not. It's just cleared the path, cleared the way for you to go in the direction that you're actually meant to go into. Right, I'm doing some shuffling here. I'm throwing cards left, right and centre. This is for your recent past energy, because we look to the past to see how that influences us in the future. So I'm getting you 6 cards to see how that's going to play out for you. So we've got the Knight of Wands as our first card. We've got the High Priestess as our second, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Then we have the Page of Cups. Actually, I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to have the nine. Sorry, my brain went absolutely dead then. The Seven of Pentacles, and then one more, the Hierophant. Okay, I've got 2 very, very spiritual cards in here. 2 very divinely connected cards. Right. Knight of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Wands is all about taking action and moving forwards. And we've already discussed that, you know, the Knight of Cups, you're moving towards the things that make you happy. And the Knight of Wands is all about moving towards your passions and your joys. The Seven of Pentacles is about assessing, reassessing, checking out what, you know, he's looking at all his hard work there, the fruits of his labour, and he's weighing up whether the time and effort that he's put into it, was it worth it? And so I think you have been recently, you know, you've been pushing forwards towards really putting a lot of time and effort, I think, into doing maybe something, maybe an extracurricular thing, something that's, you know, aside from your work, like a bit of extra work, or a project that's outside of your actual paying work. Maybe you've been putting a lot of energy into that to try and build that up a little bit for the future. Maybe you want it as a bit of a side hustle, a bit of a extra income, and you know, I think you sort of weighing up what's working for you, or you have been weighing up, because don't forget this is recent past energy, figuring out whether the time and effort and the energy that you've been putting into it, is it worth it? Are you getting what you need from it? Is now the time to maybe shake that up a little bit and tweak it, maybe walk away, or maybe, you know, change it in some way. So this, you know, this is stuff that's been on your mind in the recent past. Then we've got the High Priestess, and she's all about intuition. She's all about connecting with your psychic self as well. So it may well be, you know, that you are doing something in a spiritual domain, you know, your side hustle. It might be something connected to your spiritual side or your divine connection, your intuition. Maybe you've decided to work in the area of holistic therapies, or, you know, in tarot, or giving psychic readings. But whatever it is, you know, you're really... It's really, you're coming from your heart. It's something that you feel really quite passionate about. We've got that Page of Cups there, and he's very intuitive, card connected to Pisces. He's very deep and introspective, but he also, he's open. His heart is open, and I think whatever it is that you are pushing towards, you know, the thing that's the work thing that's going to really make you happy is very much one of service, I think. And it, you know, you are a Virgo after all. You know, Virgos are all about service and helping people. But I think it's something that's really, it's connected to that spiritual side of you, and I think that is what's leading the way. Your deep intuition is really guiding you, and I think you wanting to move to, or you have been wanting to move to more of a heart-based career, work, project, because I think what you've been doing has not been felt in alignment with who you really are. And I think you've been in this struggle of, I'm just looking at the duality of that High Priestess there, the black and the white, the yin and the yang. I think maybe you have been, in a battle with doing something that you've got to do because the bills have got to be paid, and you need to work, but you've had this inner calling to do something that is more heart-based and more connected to your spiritual side. And that can come in lots of different forms. It doesn't have to be, all about sort of holistic therapies and psychic readings. It can come in the form of even things like gardening, teaching yoga, just something that you have just got a really deep connection to, an almost spiritual connection to. So getting out in nature and digging in the garden, that fits under it as well. But I also feel like it's something that you've felt like you've wanted to be helpful to people. I think for a lot of the readings recently, I feel like people are really feeling the urge to be useful, to be helpful to others, rather than just doing something that just feels like a drudge, really. And it's they're not feeling that connection with others, and so yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Recent past, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Hierophant. So Nine of Pentacles, she's speaks of feeling abundant. She's there in her garden. She's got all her 9 pentacles around her. She's put a lot of time and effort into it. But we've got the grapes here in the background, and grapes can signify in the tarot that something is, the work that you've put in, it's been really hard. It's been a lot of effort to get these pentacles. And I think, may well have been working really hard, and it's not maybe been what you've wanted, but it's been harder. You've probably had to work really hard, but it's been doing the job. You've been working in the traditional way, working, in in that 9 to 5 sort of scenario, and I think it's felt hard. It's felt really hard, and I feel like the rewards that you've received from your job, from your career, they've been really hard won. You deserve them. You really deserve them, because you've really worked hard. And like I say, I feel it's like a traditional way of working. We've got this Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about tradition, about doing things in a set way, in a set routine. And I feel like you've got this need to break away from that traditional way of working. Let's have a little bit of a look at what's going on in your current energy, Virgo. Yeah, I really feel like you've been doing something in a work capacity, and it's just literally been all about the money. It's been about putting food on the table, paying those bills, and it's been maybe really difficult for you. But you've had something going on in the background, something that you really want to do, something, like I say, that's heart-based, that's really more in alignment with who you are. And I feel like you've been in this struggle, this battle between the two, trying to juggle both of those things. And I think you're in a position now where you are having to assess what's working for you, what to move forwards with now. Is this, this situation that's going on with you at the moment, is it one that is going to be good for you moving onwards? So let's have a look what's going on in your future energy. Don't forget, if you like the reading, it'd be really amazing if you could give me a thumbs up. If you could subscribe if you're not already, because that helps me to grow my channel. Also, a comment. I'd love to know what's going on with you, if this resonates with you, how you are today. I always reply, and obviously I definitely always read them. So right, current energy. Cards come out, another Queen of Swords. Then we've got the Six of Wands. We've got the King of Cups. Clarifying, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, as we spoke about before, because we've got two of those now, so that's the universe saying, listen, please listen. I think you're going to start seeing things, or you are starting to see things clearer, in a clearer way. I think the clouds are starting to clear, and you're beginning to see movement forward of some way, and also how you need to do that. Because the Queen of Swords, she's smart. She makes smart decisions in all areas of life. She's extremely astute, and I think that you are really seeing a way forward, a better way forward, a better way to navigate yourself through the work, career pathway to end up where you want to be. And that's going to involve balance. We've got the Six of Pentacles here, and this is all about a balance of an exchange of energy, about not giving too much, not taking too much. Maybe you have felt like you have been overgiving in a work setting. Maybe you feel like you've been, giving a little bit too much of yourself in your job. Maybe you feel like somebody, work are taking too much of your time, too much of your effort, too much of your energy. Maybe you don't feel you're being correctly paid for everything that you're giving, and you're starting to see that clearly, and that's helping you. I think that's urging you forward. It's really a catalyst, I think, or one of the catalysts to really help you see a way through, because I think that's what you're doing. I think this reading for you, Virgo, is all about really starting to see things as they are, starting to find clarity, starting to see a path through to where you want to be, which is a place where you are of service, a place where you are, you feel like you're doing a job that's of benefit to others, and is maybe a little bit heart-based, something that you're feeling quite passionate about, that you feel a real affinity with, a real connection with. And I think maybe this has been something that's been bubbling in the background of your life for a good old time, 10, 20 years, depending on obviously how old you are, something that you've really wanted to do, and it's not always been possible. And I think it's it's beginning to be more doable, if you want to say. Right, current energy. Things are starting to be, you're starting to be seen. Things are starting to move forwards in a positive way. We've got this victory card here. And so the victory card is all about us talking about, you know, he's been to war, he's been through difficult times, but he's now being celebrated for all his hard work. And so I think you really are starting to be seen, you're starting to be noticed, whether that is by a new boss, whether that is by, you know, your boss and there's, you know, rewards coming your way, whether it is if you've got your own business that you are starting to be noticed on, you know, on with your advertising for the wonderful work that you're doing. But you're starting to be seen, you're starting to be noticed, and I think it is hard won. We've got this Seven of Swords here, you know, that's you persevering through really difficult stuff, through challenges, through people, you know, maybe doubting what your vision has been for the future, but you've just really just known, had that real deep connection with your intuition, and you know, you've had this inner knowing that this is the direction you need to take, and it's starting to show because other people are celebrating you for it. You're winning. It's a card of victory, and I think you're starting to get your way. Things are starting to go in the direction that you want them to go, and I think it's a trickle at first, and I think there's going to be a more of a bigger shift later on. Let's have a little look. We've got the King of Cups, and that's all about keeping calm and carrying on. It's the card of feeling grounded, a card of not getting dragged into any external drama. It's a card of sitting tight and just you doing you. And I think that, you know, we've got the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is all about patience. He's been hanging there for a long old time to see the reality, to get enlightenment. And I think you're nearly there, but I think you've just got to hold on a little bit tighter. I think you've just got to, despite everything that's going on in the outside world at the moment, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of dramas going on in the outside world. And I think you are really starting to move forward and starting to shift towards where you need to be. But I think you've got to wait a little bit longer. I think the big shift and the big push towards you being where you want to be, and you know, and maybe getting that new promotion, that new job, the new business, you know, starting to earn from your side hustle. It's coming, but it's not quite yet. I think you've just got to stand firm, keep doing what you're doing, and have a little bit more patience, because it will be here and you are going in the right direction, but just not in this imminent future, not at this moment. Let's have a little bit of a look at what's going on in your future energy. There we go. We've got the Tower, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Nine of Swords. Oh no, yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords, but also came out with that was this Four of Wands. So I'm going to put that next to it. Then we have as clarifiers the Three of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. And an Eight of Swords. Right, there's going to be some sort of an ending. Some sort of an ending for you that's going to come completely out of the blue, and it's going to shift you onto the right path, is the good news. It's going to help you to end up where you need to be. And this is the shift. I think I said it up here about the Tower. I really feel like there's a Tower moment coming for you. And this is that Five of Cups. You know, that loss, feeling like you've lost something, those 3 cups. But actually, you've got 2 cups here that are perfectly fine. That are the cups and the things that are going to really move you towards your happiness. So, the Tower card is all about the universe swooping in, taking something away. to set you off on a new path. It's basically the universe has been giving you little nudges and saying, you know, no, you need to be going this way, you need to be going this way, you need to be going this way. Oh, she's not listening, right, bam, gone. And so this could well be, you know, a big change in your job. It could be a shift in your business. But whatever it is, it's something that's going to come from nowhere. It's going to be swift, it's going to be fast, and it's going to set you off on a whole new path. We've got the Three of Wands looking out onto the horizon to see where next. What now? Where am I going next? Where am I going next in a work capacity? Because we've got wands. Wands are all about work. They're all about action. They're all about moving towards your joys and your passions, the things that bring you satisfaction, the things that light your fire. And that is what you've been wanting. You've been wanting to get yourself on a different path, going in a different direction, doing the thing that you really want to do. And the universe is going to sort that out for you in the shape of the Tower card. And it's going to set you off on a whole new journey. We've got the ending. This is a card of endings, the Death card. But with any good ending, there comes a new beginning. We've got the sun coming up here in the background. A new dawn. A brand new dawn is upon you. Yeah, if you like. So with the Tower, we've got the Death card. So that's, you know, you've got a real big new beginning coming towards you, Virgo, in this future energy. And remember the patience card that we had to have, the staying strong, staying grounded, you know, staying rooted in reality and not getting shaken by any exterior dramas. That's the energy you have to hold on to moving into this future energy. I think before the end of April, you are going to be in this new energy. With the Death card, we've got that Page of Pentacles. He's bringing you the gift. He's bringing you some news, maybe, relating to your pentacle. So pentacles are something tangible. So that could be new, you know, job, finances, health, stuff. But there's that brand new beginning, of something tangible. I think it's work. It's work related. So then I pulled that Nine of Swords out, along with that Four of Wands. Now the Nine of Swords is all about stress and anxiety. The Four of Wands is all about building foundations for the future, for a happy future. So there's going to be some stress and anxiety. There always is, isn't there? When something changes, when something shifts, there's going to be some stress and some dramas. The key thing is to not sit in that energy. It's all right to feel it for a short time, but when it starts to become part of your day-to-day life, it's not helpful. So, you know, this is necessary. All this change is necessary, and this is what you need to remember when you're feeling in, you know, sort of having that wobble of stress and anxiety. This is necessary for you to start building from the foundation upwards something that's going to be for your future happiness. So in work, whether that is work, oh, I've just got a shiver then. Whether that is work related, whether that is finance related, you're starting again, you're building something that's going to be amazing, and the universe is setting you off on that right path. As our clarifier, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and that's a card of lack. And I think in this case, it is definitely a fear of lack of finances. I think whatever this change that has come in has maybe got you thinking about your finances. You know, am I going to have enough? Am I going to have enough money? This change, yeah, it's all great, fine and dandy, you know, moving towards the things that I want to do. But have I got the money? Is the money coming towards me? Am I going to be okay in the financial department? The answer is yes, you are. And we've got this Eight of Swords. That's about creating creating your own version of events in your head, you know, when things are ping-ponging around in your head and you're like maybe procrastinating and maybe a little bit of self-sabotaging because you're creating your own version and different versions on a different day inside your head, that stress inside. So I think the answer to the Five of Pentacles is to look for help. You see in the card there, they're outside a church. They have got sanctuary there if they need it. They've got help, support. They just have to look for it. And with the Eight of Swords, my advice is always to share your thoughts with somebody, to say things out loud, to get a different perspective on it. So the solution to this stress and anxiety and this procrastinating and fear of lack is to actually ask for some help from somebody and to maybe say things out loud. You know, the two come together, don't they? So sharing your thoughts, sharing your problems, sharing the way that you're thinking about the situation with an outside, you know, an outside person is going to really help you to get through what may feel like a tricky time, a really tricky shift. But like I say, you have to remember that this is all for your good. You're moving towards creating a really strong foundation, a new future for you, where you know you're going to be more contented, more fulfilled, and it's going to, you know, bring you happiness down the line once you've got through this shift that's happening in the future. Don't forget we had that Six of Swords moving into calmer waters. So although it may feel really tricky after that Tower moment, I think it's going to be short-lived and things are going to really start turning into a more positive place down the line, and you're going to feel a lot better, a lot more peaceful eventually. Remember that grounded card, that King of Cups. Remember the patience of the Hanged Man. Be patient. It'll all become clear. You will, you know, you'll find that clarity. You'll find your way, and this is all to set you off in the right direction, to get you doing the thing that you are meant to be doing, the thing that makes you happy, the thing that you have been looking to do. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it there because I could waffle on and on for a good old while. Do you know what? I'm just going to pull you one more card. The King of Pentacles. Abundance is coming your way. So hold on to your hats. It's going to get a little bit spicy and there's going to be a massive shift. Stay grounded. Ask for help. Share your thoughts. It's going to be worth it for you in the end, Virgo. So have a great week. Have a great day. Have a great month. I'll catch up with you again very, very soon.